Hey, yeah, spiritual gangsters.
So here we are today with the series that I'm going to be starting. There are lessons found in the flooding of the ark, which is through the life of Noah. The reason I want to do this is because God has set me on a journey to read the Bible from front to back after a night where he woke me up to read the first 13 chapters of Revelation. And since I've started this, there have been a lot of things to unpack in here. And today, what I want to stick to is Genesis chapter 6, when God gives Noah direction on the ark. There are several things to unpack from here. The first thing I will do is read verses 14 through 16 to explain the direction and the cubits. What do I mean? The measurements of the direction that God gave Noah. Pay attention to this, because when God gives us direction, he gives us specific details within the direction that are important for us to follow, and they're detrimental if we don't. Watch this. Verse 14 says, "Make yourself an ark of gopher wood." The first thing he does, he tells him to build, and he tells him what to build with. What in your life is God telling you to build with? Who in your life is God telling you to build with? Because what and who you build with is more or important, or at the very least just as important as what you're building. Because if it's not made with the right material, if it's not made in the right environment, then it's not going to last, right? Then it says, make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. So when God tells him what to make, what material to make it with, he also says what to cover it with. So for us as Christians, what does that look like? Build your dream, build your vision, move in your purpose based on the Spirit of God, and it's all sealed with the blood of Jesus. Everything in here is symbolic. Then it says, this is how you are to make it. The length of the ark, 300 cubits, its breadth, 50 cubits, and its height, 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark and finish it to a cubit above, and set the door of the ark in its side. We don't know why he told him to put the door of the ark on the side. But what we do know is that whatever that ark was about to endure, God was giving him the perfect measurements, the perfect directions, and the perfect instructions in order to last. He never said the storms won't come. He never said the weapon won't form. He said that it won't prosper. He said weeping may endure for a night, but joy is guaranteed to come in the morning if you remain steadfast, right? Then it says, make it with lower, second, and third decks. Now, why there are 3 levels to the ark, I really don't know. But the reason that I'm saying all of this is because before God told him the measurements, before God told him the directions on this ark, he specifically told him, and I want y'all to hear this. It says, now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And God said to Noah, this is what he said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. This is right before he gave him instructions. But he said he would destroy all flesh. The decisions you make in obedience in the spirit will literally protect your flesh, right? Man is only capable of destroying the flesh. God is capable of destroying flesh and spirit, but in the same instance, the things that he calls you to do in the spirit are the very same things that will protect your flesh. Make no mistake about it, practical decisions have spiritual instructions, and spiritual instructions have practical protection. Understand, it was not Noah that protected himself. It was Noah's spiritual obedience that allowed the favor of God to rest on him at a time where no one else had the protection and favor that God had upon him, all because of one word: obedience. God bless y'all. Always remember that obedience is better than sacrifice. See y'all next episode.